Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'll be doing another wrestling review video. Tonight I'll be doing my review on WrestleMania 40 Night 1. I just finished watching it, it just ended. And I'm going to be honest, I had a lot of fun. This was a really, really, really good WrestleMania. Night 1 was really, really good. There was basically no matches were like any skips. Like, all the matches was pretty good. Um, Um, well, except for one, it was solid, but it wasn't as good as as the other ones. But I'll talk about them more once I get to that match. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it so much. I had such a fun time. There was a lot of holy shit moments. There was definitely a lot of shocking moments too. But yeah, I it was just really good. I'm excited about what's gonna happen tonight too. Like I'm like, what's gonna happen tonight? Like literally, while I was watching, I'm like, what's gonna happen tonight too? Because it's like there's already so much happening in that one. But I don't know what else to say. But I mean, I'm gonna go through each match individually, and then of course get my thoughts on it, and also talk about the ending. Um, and yeah, so yeah, I've tried this intro enough for long. So without further ado, let's get to the reaction. I mean, not reaction. Let's get to the review. Now, we start on WrestleMania with Coco Jones singing the national anthem, which I've been a fan of Coco Jones since Disney. Since Disney, I always loved her voice. So once I found out that she was singing the national anthem for WrestleMania Saturday, or for WrestleMania Night 1, I was really excited because I knew she was going to sound really good, and she did, and she also looked good. She looked good, and she sounded really really good. But yeah, we started off WrestleMania. We also had Triple H like doing like an introductory, like welcome to WrestleMania, and talking about like this is a new era, which of course has got me excited because well, Triple H creatively has done really good, much better than Vince, definitely much better than Vince. But yeah, the first match that we had for WrestleMania Saturday was Rhea versus Becky for Rhea's championship. This was a really good back and forth match. I enjoyed this match. Both women looked really good. In the match, I loved both of their looks, especially Rhea's when she had like with the long black hair. I love that look. And yeah, I love both of their entrances too. It was really cool. But yeah, like I said, it was a real good. It was a really good back and forth. Both men were. I mean, both men. Sorry, both women were going at it. See, I'm stumbling on my words. It was just so much that happened. I don't know what to say. I'm stumbling. I'm messing up on my words. But yeah, both women were doing really did really good in this match. Again, it was just back and forth, like they were going at it. But the match and like hitting each other's finisher, both of them kicking out of each other's finishers, and then eventually at the end, Rhea hit Riptide on Becky to the corner, and then she hit a second one, and she got the win. She got the 1, 2, 3. I did say in my prediction that I predicted that Rhea was going to retain, especially like hearing about like Becky only has like a couple months left for a contract, and I don't know if she has renewed like a new contract yet with a WWE. So yeah, I am. I mean, I would have been fine either way, but I am happy that Rhea retained the belt. Now, I wonder for something that might be next is potentially her and Liv having a rivalry for like Backlash. Um, but but again, I enjoyed the match. It was a strong start for WrestleMania. It was a really strong first match for WrestleMania. But let's go ahead and move on to the next match, which was the six-pack tag team ladder match. The Judgment Day was supposed to defend the undisputed tag team championships against Awesome Truth, Eight Town Down Under, New Catch Republic, DIY, and New Day. This was crazy, and this was a fun match. I enjoyed this match too. I was completely shocked when all of a sudden Theory and Waller just grabbed the SmackDown championships. I was completely shocked because that just happened out of nowhere. I was like, whoa. And to be honest, I did not expect that team. And to be honest, I did not expect them to win either championship. But yeah, they ended up grabbing the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and so the remaining of the match was just them fighting, was everyone fighting to try and get the Raw Tag Team Championships, and at the end, and we even had like an interference from JD McDonough, which ended up going through, well, technically one table. There was two tables at ringside, and he technically went through one. He bounced off the other one, and that looked like that hurt. But yeah, all the teams looked really good in the match. It was just crazy spots. It was very entertaining to watch. And yeah, at the end, R-Truth and Miz ended up grabbing the Raw Tag Team Championships, which means that basically the titles are separated again. The titles are separate again. There's no more undisputed tag team champion like the Raw Tag Team Championship is going to be back on Raw, and the SmackDown Tag Team Championship is going to be back on SmackDown. At least what I'm assuming. But yeah, I'm intrigued on the reign for Awesome Truth and Theory and Waller, especially Theory and Waller, because especially since like there was like a straight up thrown together team. It's like, well, I wouldn't say that you can say that about R-Truth and Miz as well because they were a tag team before, so you technically cannot really say that. But yeah, I at least expected Theory and Waller to end up winning either other championships. But I did but I did say in my predictions that that Finn and Damien was not going to retain the belts. Like, I knew that they were going to lose it. And yeah, I know Rhea is going to be pissed. She's going to rip them a new one, especially them losing one of the championships to Miz and R-Truth. That's definitely what's going to piss Rhea off. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next match, which is Rey and Andrade versus Santos and Dominic. And I found it interesting that they had all the matches of involving Judgment Day like back to back to back, like the first 3 matches. This was another pretty good match. It was a pretty good match. Nothing real. It was good action, but nothing really exciting happened until like more at the end. It's like towards the end, like Electra Lopez got involved, yelling at the ref, and then Zelina started brawling with her, and then Los Lotharios and LWO started brawling. Like, everyone just started brawling, and then eventually Dominic grabbed a steel chair, and then all of a sudden these two big dudes in Philly luchador masks just all of a sudden just came out of nowhere, snatched the chair out of Dominic, and then proceeded to throw him face first to the what is going on with my recording? I don't know what's going on with my recording, but it better stop. But anyway, like I was saying, threw Dominic face first to the threw Dominic face first to the post, and then threw him back into the ring, and then Andrade took out Dominic, and then Rey hit Santos with the frog splash, and then got the 1, 2, 3, and then we come to find out that the two dudes, when they met themselves, Jason Kels, who just recently retired, he was playing for the Eagles. And then another dude, I forgot his name, but I think he's a current player in the Eagles. But I forgot his name. I definitely know Jason Kels because I've heard his name a lot, especially regarding his brother too. But yeah, like I said, it was another pretty good match. It was just like nothing really exciting happened until like towards more at the end. That's when that's when things definitely started to heat up. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next match, which was brother versus brother, twin versus twin, Jimmy versus Jay. I enjoyed this match as well. It was a pretty good match. It was another back and forth match. It was like 50-50, both of them hitting with each other's moves, like with the same move. it was literally like a super kick match at this point. With the amount of super kicks they hit onto each other. I also love the storytelling too. It was the storytelling was also really good as well. And again, I enjoyed this match. And at the end, Jimmy successfully suckered Jay in by saying I'm sorry and begging him to forgive him and to help him back up. And then he super kicked Jay and then hit him with the splash from the top, and it almost got the 1, 2, 3, and almost got the win, but then Jay kicked out. And then once Jay tried, not Jay, once Jimmy tried to hit like the finishing blow, um, Jay countered with a spear and then hit him with a splash, and then Jay got the win. Um, and I'm happy that Jay got a win. I'm glad he got his WrestleMania moment. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention in the ladder match, for ladder match as well. I'm so happy that R-Truth got his WrestleMania moment too. But yeah, I'm glad that Jay got his WrestleMania moment and he won a big match as a solo competitor. I'm very happy because the common theme for him as a solo competitor is that when it comes to like a big when it comes to the end of like a big match, he doesn't win. He ends up fumbling. So I'm glad it wasn't the case when he fought against his brother. But yeah, I don't know how this saga is gonna be like. I don't know if they're gonna end up going separate ways or if Jimmy's gonna continue on trying to pick on Jay. I hope that's not the case. Um, but yeah, we'll find out what happens after WrestleMania and heading towards Backlash. Now the next match is what was the fifth match? The next match was the 6-woman tag team match, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. Let me grab my phone. I was trying to do this like without looking on Google, but oh well. Let me go ahead. I believe it was a 6-woman tag team match, but let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it was. Okay, so yeah, I was right. The next match was the 6-woman tag team match, which was Bianca, Naomi, and Jade versus Damage Control, which was Dakota, Asuka, and Kyrie. Io wasn't with them because she was busy. Because she has a match against Bayley tomorrow night, so she's probably so she's preparing herself. This was the match I was talking about. Like it was a solid match. Like it was a solid match. It was a decent match, but it wasn't like compared to the rest of the matches, it wasn't like oh my god. There was definitely some moments why I was like ooh. But yeah, the crowd got more into it when like Jade got tagged in. She was doing her thing. And yeah, what also didn't really help regarding of like the match kind of being not up here with the other matches is that it was too predictable. It was too predictable. Once that match got announced, we all knew that Damage Control was gonna lose. Like we knew that there was no way that Damage Control was gonna lose. Was not going to win is what I meant to say. We all knew that it was going to have Bianca, Naomi, and Jade win, especially since like it was Jade's like technically her actual debut match, along with it being her WrestleMania debut too. So yeah, the match ended with Asuka accidentally hitting Kyrie with the miss. She intended to hit Bianca with it, but Bianca ducked and she ended up missing Kyrie. And then Kyrie got taken out by Naomi, and then Asuka got taken out by Bianca. So it was just Dakota and Jade left, and Jade hit Dakota. I'm just gonna say the Glam Slam because I forgot the name of her finisher. She hit it with the Glam Slam and then got the 1, 2, 3 for her team, and yeah. Even though it was predictable, I'm glad that Naomi got a win, especially at WrestleMania. But it does suck that Asuka suffered another loss. She has never lost at WrestleMania. I don't know when she's gonna win at WrestleMania. If I'm gonna be honest. But at least she didn't take the pin. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next match, which was Sammy versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. This match, the storytelling was so good. And not gonna lie, when I was watching it like with my family, we were talking about it's given very much Rocky, especially with the promo package. It's given very much Rocky, more like Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. That's what it was given. But yeah, you see like Sammy like backstage. I'll say like backstage. Um um Talking to his wife and his kid, and then talking to Gable, and then getting inspiration from Gable, and also getting inspiration from Kevin as well. Um, I said in my prediction that I felt like Gunther was gonna beat Sammy. I was shook. Got the shock of the night. When I tell you, listen, I love the story that there was given for this match. Like Sammy will keep fighting and he will not give up and he will not stay down, and that's what he did. No matter what Gunther gave to him or did to him, Sammy wouldn't stay down. And then Sammy eventually, Gunther was up on the top turnbuckle talking shit to Sammy's wife. Sammy took that to his advantage, got up, haluva kicked Gunther while he was still on the top turnbuckle. Hit him with a brainbuster onto the top turnbuckle, which I was like, ooh, because I was like, ooh, that looked like that hurt. And then Sammy hit Gunther with another haluva kick onto the back of the head, and it got the 1, 2, 3. Then once I heard that 3 count, I instantly got up out of my seat, with my jaw dropped. I was in shock. I could not believe it, but I was also so excited too. Sorry, my boyfriend is calling me. Um, but yeah, like I said, I was just fully in shock. I cannot believe it. But again, I was so happy for Sammy because it's like that's the second time like he got another WrestleMania moment and he won a championship, and I'm so happy that he won a singles championship because it's been a long time since he's been a singles champion. So yeah, I'm very excited and intrigued on how his reign is going to be, considering that he basically beat the longest intercontinental champion in the history of WWE, and that win. What I was thinking, that win is an omen for tomorrow night. That has to be an omen for Cody winning, and beating Roman for the belt tomorrow night. That has to be an omen. Because if Sammy is able to beat Gunther, Cody should be able to beat Roman tomorrow night. That has to happen. But yeah, the match was so good. It was very stiff. A lot of moments where I was like, ooh, jeez. That was like the main face I made. But ooh, them chops be lethal. Them chops be lethal. But Sammy was giving it back with the chops too. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the main event, which was the tag team match, the Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. The storytelling was insane. The storytelling was so good, and I just loved the character of The Rock, of like the final boss, and him actually being the boss. With him being on the board, telling the ref, "You are not gonna count out nor DQ. If you do, I will fire you on the spot." He's like, I'm the fucking boss. Don't you do a count out or DQ, you gonna get fired. It was just basically like bloodline, just like what Michael Cole said. It's like it might as well just be like a bloodline rules kind of thing. But yeah, the match was what I expected. Long. It was long, but it was also really good. Like it's not a match that was long and boring. It was really good. It definitely had me on the edge of my seat at times. Like so many near falls. Like when I'm trying to think. There was so much stuff that happened in that match. They was brawling. They was brawling on the stage, in the crowd, all around ringside. Rock getting rock bottom by Cody. Seth getting speared by Roman. Seth's back and leg getting fucked up by Roman and Rock. And then Cody catching the beats too, but then he busted Roman's nose from a Cody cutter. The Roman spear in the Rock, that was definitely when I was definitely on the edge of my seat. That one I definitely was like, oh no, they are gonna beat the Bloodline. When Roman speared the Rock by accident, because he meant to hit Cody, but Seth pulled Cody just in time, and he accidentally speared the Rock, and both Roman and the Rock got hit with a double pedigree. I thought that was over. But at the end, we saw something that was basically similar to what happened to Cody at last year's WrestleMania. Cody was doing the hit him with the crossroads first time. Then he was gonna hit it the second. Then he hit it for the second time, and he was getting ready to hit him with the third time, but then ended up backing up to the rope, where the Rock hit him with that belt. But the ref can't do anything because the Rock said he would fire him because the Rock use that to his advantage. Used weapons, hit Seth with a blatant low blow in front of the ref, and the ref can't do nothing except apologize to Cody. But anyway, yeah, it was like reminiscent. But yeah, when the Rock hit Rhodes with the belt and then he got hit with the spear, it was like reminiscent. It was shades of what happened last year at WrestleMania when it looked like Cody was gonna beat Roman, but then Solo all of a sudden got involved and then hit Cody and attacked Cody, and then Roman hit Cody with the spear, and that's how Roman won. But after Roman hit Cody with the spear, he tagged in Rock, and then Rock hit Cody with a rock bottom and then people's elbow, and then got the 1-2-3 for the win. And yeah, the match for Cody and Roman tomorrow night will be Bloodline Rules. And I said in my prediction video that I had a feeling that they was gonna book it to where, like, for the tag team match, they was gonna have Rock and Roman win, and then have it be Bloodline Rules for Cody versus Roman, to have the odds stacked against Cody even more. Just so that he would get the win, and I still feel like Rock is gonna turn on Roman, especially when he accidentally speared him. I feel like it's gonna happen, especially since it's gonna be an anything goes. Excuse me. It's basically gonna be it's basically a no DQ match, basically. But yeah, I still feel like Cody's gonna win, and I feel like Rock's gonna turn on Roman during the match, especially since it's gonna be basically an anything goes kind of match, kind of thing. But yeah, and then we ended WrestleMania with basically a similar shot to how last year's WrestleMania ended, like with Roman celebrating, and then Cody on the ground just looking defeated. The only difference is that it's involving Seth and The Rock. But yeah, that is the end of my review. Once again, I like I said in the beginning, I really enjoyed WrestleMania Saturday. Like the first night, it was really good. Again, shocking moments, holy shit moments. It was really good, and I'm excited on what night 2 is gonna bring. And yeah, that is it. So comment down below on your thoughts on WrestleMania Saturday. Did you enjoy it or not? And what was your favorite match and your favorite moment? Tell me why down below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Bye.